Hello students, in today's lecture we are going to discuss the introduction of our subject, that is enterprise resource planning. Okay, so what is basically enterprise resource planning? It is basically a software that is used to integrate all the business activities that are performed in a particular organization or a particular company. For example, in your institute, in your college, there is an ERP, that is web kiosk. You can see your all the academic activities on your web kiosk account. Similarly, teachers can upload your marks on the web kiosk account. So number of activities are being carried out by the use of this web kiosk. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about what ERP is exactly. So an ERP system is an attempt to integrate. Integrate means to collect all the functions that are being performed across a company to a single computer system. For example, you can see your marks, see your attendance by using the web kiosk account and logging into that account through your computer. Okay, so all the functions that are spread across the particular company, they are integrated to a single computer. Only you required is the internet connection, so that can serve all those functions specific needs. Integration is the key word for ERP implementation. It may also integrate key customer. That means ERP is also capable of integrating, or you can say bringing together, the customers and suppliers as a part of the enterprise operation. It provides integrated database. Database will contain the information related to the products that are available in the particular company. Okay, so it provides integrated database. Now that database can have the information about the products available in the company, or it can also have the information about all the people that are working in particular organization. And custom designed report systems. That means all the report systems are designed inside the ERP system related to the organization. It adopts a set of best practices for carrying out all business processes. That means it uses the best technologies to carry out all the business processes that are being performed in the company. So what are the reasons for adopting the ERP? Why we are using the ERP? First is to integrate financial information that is spread across the company. Second is to integrate customer order information. Third is standardize and speed up the operation that are being performed inside the organization. Next is to reduce the inventory. And last is the to standardize human resources information. So these all are the reasons why we are using the ERP. So what are the potential benefits of ERP? First is internal benefits. What are the internal benefits to the company by using the ERP? First is integration of a single source of data. That means number of sources of data are integrated into a single source. Whenever you log in into your ERP account, suppose you are logging into your web kiosk account, you can get to know about all the activities related to you by just logging into your web kiosk account. So single source of data will be web kiosk. Second is common data definition. So the common data will be defined to all the users that are using the ERP system. The data will appear in the common form to all the users that are using that ERP system. Third is a real-time system, automatically updated. So it works in the real environment. So it provides you a real-time system. The second benefit of ERP is increased productivity. That means increase in throughput, increase in the system performance. But how? First is reduced operating cost. That means ERP system helps to reduce the cost of operation. Okay, as it automates all the process. Second is improved internal communication. Students and teachers can communicate by the use of web kiosk account. Okay, so it improves the internal communication. Student need not to ask the teacher about their marks. They just log in into their web kiosk account and they can check their marks if teacher has uploaded there. Third is foundation for future improvement. That means ERP provides us future improvement. Okay. So third potential benefit of ERP is external benefit. Is improved customer service and order fulfillment. Okay. That means ERP helps to improve the customer service. The customers can interact with the suppliers directly by the use of ERP system, and they can get the knowledge, or they can get the information about their orders which they place by just logging into the ERP account. Second is improved communication with suppliers and customers. Third is enhanced competitive position. Fourth is increased sales and profits. Okay, so by the use of ERP, the company can attain competitive position in the market. So it will increase their sales and profits also. So now what are the ERP implementation approaches? There are various approaches that can be used to implement the ERP. These are some approaches that can be used to implement the ERP. First is the Big Bang approach. So what is Big Bang approach? It install a single ERP system across the entire organization. For example, web kiosk is an ERP that is installed in your institution. Okay, students are logging into the web kiosk. Similarly, teachers are logging into the web kiosk, and all the employees working in the institute are interacting with each other by using the single ERP system. Okay, so second type of implementation approach is franchising. Okay, independent ERP systems are installed in different units linked by common processes. Example, bookkeeping. Third is slam dunk. Now, what is slam dunk? Install one or several ERP modules for phased implementation of key business processes. That means the ERP will be implemented in phases. Okay, that is basically the slam dunk approach of ERP implementation. This was all about the introduction of ERP. Now in the upcoming lectures we will discuss more about the ERP. Thanks for watching this video.